Hey, my name is Brennan. Welcome to my channel. This is Truex Off-Road. So as you can probably tell, it's pretty amateur right now. I'm working on learning how to edit a video. I need to get some better mics, some better cameras. It's going to take a little bit of time, but the goal is to have a fairly decent professional channel by the time we get this thing rolling. So a little bit about me. I'm from Peoria, Arizona. I like to go wheeling all around the Phoenix area. There's quite a few good trails around here. Table Mesa area is pretty awesome. Florence, which is a little southeast of me, pretty awesome. And then, you have places like Sand Hollow, which I haven't been to yet. It's like the one place I haven't been to that I really want to get out and check out. But, that's only, 5 hours away. Big Bear isn't too far. Moab isn't far. We go out there quite often. I've been out there twice this year. Then you have Telluride and Ouray, within 7 hours. So there's a lot of different places that I like to go, and I think sharing some of my travels would be interesting for some people. You can see here on this clip that I have up, this was the Rubicon 2 years ago. Me and another buddy from down here, went up and met some other friends that were from Colorado. Plan on going again to the Rubicon this next year. Actually 2 weeks ago, I went up to Moab and camped in the back of the Jeep, went to Telluride, and then camped again in the back of the Jeep in Durango. I did that trip on my own, and it kind of got me thinking it might be fun to start doing some of these a little bit longer trips, sleeping out of the back of the vehicle, and take my kids along. So what I ended up doing was just some of the easier trails that I haven't done in Moab. I went and did Schaefer and what was the other 7 Mile Rim, and then I went did some of the passes in Colorado. Nothing difficult. So I thought, well, it might be kind of cool to get a Tacoma or a 4Runner and do a little overland build. I have a 4 and a 5-year-old, and they do enjoy going off-roading with me every once in a while. But I think it'd be cool to have something a little bit more comfortable for them. And then, if we decide we want to hang out for a night or two, even head up to Flagstaff for just for a weekend and just camp out of the vehicle. It may be kind of fun to have something. So right now I have a 2018 Rubicon JLU. And I've had that since new, about June 4th, 2018. And it currently has, around 94,000 miles on it. And they've been fairly stress-free. I have no real problems. I have a oil leak that I'm trying to figure out, but other than that, it's been pretty solid. I've been running 40s on it for, the last 2.5, 3 years, probably 3 years at this point. And I just switched over to a new set of beadlocks and some new Mickey Thompson Baja Bosses, but I haven't had any trouble with my axles, but I did beef them up a little. I did some RCVs in the front, trussed it, did chromoly shafts in the back. I switched to 488s, and then I did RPM steering just to kind of ensure that they would have the best chance possible holding up for me. But as you can kind of see in some of these videos, I'm not very heavy on the throttle. Here in Arizona, we're lucky. You just kind of let the tires work, let the low gearing work, and you can make it through a lot of stuff. It's not like the East where you got to get in the skinny pedal. So you can see with my Jeep, I have quite a bit of stuff done to it. There's not a whole lot left that I really want to do to it. I think one of the last things I want would be the really expensive stuff. I guess like a PSC would be nice, but then the 1-ton axles, and then if I ever blow that engine up, a Hemi would be pretty sweet too. But it does have pretty much everything else you could ever want. I just put the beadlock methods on there. That was on the list for quite a while, but I have Icon sliders and rocker guards. I have different, slipping my mind right now, but different fender flares. I have a hard top, soft top, and a Sunrider, so I can always kind of change up that depending on what the weather is like. It's kind of nice. I have Rome off-road front bumper and rear bumper. I had the swing out arm on that also, but I ended up changing that because I could never get it to stop rattling. But I went and put a Rugged Ridge hinge enforcement on it, and it's been pretty good. When I switched to these methods, I don't know, the back spacing's a little bit different, so I'm getting a little bit more rattle. I got to get that kind of dialed in, but been happy with that. The Rome bumpers have been awesome too. It's a company that isn't around anymore, but they did make some very nice stuff back in the early days of the JL. I've got the Smitty built winch in that front bumper. I've only had to use it one time in the 4 years that I've had it. I've been lucky with that. And I have some lighting, some rigid lights up on the cowl, and this is a cheap light bar on the front of the bumper. But they've been just fine for everything that I've needed. I have some rock lights that were, again, cheap Amazon ones that I don't use very often. Not a huge fan of them, but they get the job done when I do need them. So I hope you guys find this somewhat interesting and want to follow along with some of the little adventures that I go on. This next year, we already are planning on doing Easter Jeep Safari. We're going to try to go do the Rubicon again. Sand Hollow, that's like the one place we haven't been to yet. We've been to everywhere else around here. I want to go out to the Ozarks. I haven't been out there, and I think heading to some of the different events out east, Jeep Beach, Great Smoky Jeep Invasion, some of those would be fun to go check out. And I can promise you the quality of these videos will get better. This was just kind of a thrown together video with a bunch of random clips that I've had from past trips. I want to start documenting, start to finish, and have a nice edit and nice music and actual software to help edit. I mean, this is all being done just on my cell phone. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to figure it out. So please subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you in the next one.